Ho, 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 ho! Merry Christmas!
Jova, I'm the one driving the sleigh.
Yes, and you're the one who saw to it that Pedro fell out of said sleigh.
It was an accident.
Oh yes, that's what you
The
call it.
point is you can't ho-ho and drive.
Yeah, basically what happened was we're on our way to the North Pole to do today's movie, Klaus, Jova's pick. But unfortunately, we hit some crosswind, and the sleigh the sleigh capsized, and Pedro fell out. Fortunately, he managed to hit the conveniently placed basket full of nice fluffy and survived. Unfortunately,
The
Yeah.
fake snow.
yeah. Unfortunately, in the process, his phone fell out of his pocket, and we've been unable to contact him ever since.
Don't worry. Well, don't worry. We will use Amazon to ship him back to his home. In
Yeah.
the meantime,
Unfortunately, we can't afford 1 day delivery.
all right. In the meantime, Jova, what is this?
All right, folks, we've saved a treat for the actual Christmas day itself. Klaus, or Klaus.
Klaus.
However you prefer to pronounce it. So, yeah.
It's Klaus.
Basically, this is a movie talking about the origin for Santa Claus from Rise of the Guardians. I say that because this Santa Claus looks like the one from Rise of the Guardians.
But it's not voiced by Alec Baldwin.
Yes, a pity that, but he's voiced by the next best thing, J.K. Simmons. Okay,
Oh,
folks, this is a 2019 Spanish animated Christmas comedy film directed by Sergio Pablos. That name may sound familiar to you. That's because he is one of the old... No, not one of the old, but one of the Renaissance guards of Disney here. You may remember some of his work from stuff like Aladdin, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, Hercules, and Tarzan.
And
He
the
was one
creator
of-
of Despicable Me.
Not just that. When he was at Disney, he was one of the people actually working on the Kingdom of the Sun before he was retooled to Emperor's New Groove. But yeah, like Grim said, he also created Despicable Me, which I guess we need to thank this person for the creation of the Minions. Thanks, I guess.
I mean, Despicable
But,
Me was a
but-
good movie, but basically he is one of the
It just
Renaissance
wasn't
Guard
spawned, right?
who still remembers his stuff. So this movie was made as a way to, bring back the love and joy of 2D animation, but with quite a spin, to say the least.
Well, this was supposed to be coming out on its own, but it was in development hell for all time. He couldn't get the funds that he was needing. It was a situation very similar to The Thief and the Cobbler when you come down to it, because he didn't want a big studio to back him up. He wanted to do this independently, much like a lot of the Disney people who quit Disney animators. But he was struggling to get this project done. And this is where Netflix actually picked up. Yes, for once we have Netflix to thank for something, instead of having our scratching our heads for it.
Yeah,
Would you
instead
know?
of being Netflix.
I mean, it's like I said, this...
Finally, once for a Christmas miracle, Netflix actually greenlit a good product.
Oh yeah, this is very good. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has an approval rating of 92%, and as someone who's seen it myself, I consider that as very well warranted. It won and got nominated for quite a few awards here, some of which are pending, mind you. But still, it's pretty good. It's also got a great soundtrack and a great cast, too. We have Jason Schwartzman, J.K. Simmons, Rashida Jones, Will Sasso, Sergio Pablos himself, Norm MacDonald, and Joan Cusack. And those are just the big names.
All right.
But anyway, get start at the Netflix logo.
Yep, and here we go in 3, 2, 1, click.
And
Yes.
Netflix.
The new Netflix logo is weird.
Yeah, I prefer the first one too.
reduction of the
SPA.
Star Studios. It looks like a T.
This being an
Actually, I haven't
independent
seen this movie yet. Only
Oh my
saw it.
god, it's the opening of Chicken Little. Run!
Oh no!
Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. This is a good movie. And it's not pure 3D, actually. It's more a 2D one.
Have we done Chicken Little yet?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Don't you
Okay.
dare pick it for your birthday, Sheeran, because I will find a way to get there and to wrap around the Welsh flag around you.
You're not my
Look-
mom. I can do what I want.
Damn it.
Tio, don't you fool! When Disney Plus is available, you'll have us have this pick Disney Plus just for that.
Oh boy.
So yeah, if I understand correctly, because the team actually released a production video, the making of. Basically, they make it 2D until the very end, but instead they digitally color it to simulate 3D animation, a bit like Paperman did, just with colors and all.
And I gotta say, the animation for this looks absolutely gorgeous. Not only is it something new, but it's just one that works so fluidly, especially with the feel of this movie, too. I mean, yes, in a lot of ways, this feels like a Renaissance Disney film, which I guess makes sense, seeing as how it's made by a Renaissance film director. So, what we have here is essentially the Academy of Delivering Mail.
Mailman. This prequel to Death Stranding is weird already.
Well, it looks more entertaining.
So, let's see who we're talking about. Cusco,
Yeah, you can
when
clearly
did you
see
become
from the
blonde?
art style that this is very similar to Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah. This is Jesper Johansson, played by Jason Schwartzman.
An actor who I swear I've heard of, can't remember any of his roles.
Yeah.
And don't eat them.
You're fired. Poor bastard.
It's a waste of a.
There's an academy for this?
Yep.
Apparently. No wonder when people become crazy from doing mail play
Oh,
jobs.
I he acts like the Emperor. He has a position
Yeah.
where he's lounging around on stuff and he's lazy.
Poor pigeon. Yeah,
Wow.
this is clearly Amazon Simulator.
Oh, look, it's a FedEx driver.
No, sure, that's reserved for Castaway.
Ooh.
His delivery kind of sounds Cusco-ish.
Yeah.
I know,
Also,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's the Emperor's New Christmas
Yeah, his dad ain't falling for it.
with a dash of Emperor's New School thrown in there.
So that's the thing. Cusco didn't have an
Yay,
authority
promoted.
to basically
Oh
tell
boy.
him to cut the shit out.
So he's being assigned to work in a postal office.
But where?
To the dark side.
London?
No, even worse.
Iceland?
Smearensburg. Yeah, apparently that was a deliberate misspelling of a Dutch word, I think, and a Danish one.
So yeah, he has 1 year later to get 6,000 letters. Okay, Jesper's dad here is an interesting twist on the Disney parent formula. He's not needlessly cruel, like, he's got very good reason to be strict with his son.
About 6,000 letters. So,
Admittedly, his son has been squandering a lot in life, has been a heavy moocher.
Get out! There's your new coach.
You're taking the bus.
Even the drill sergeant thinks it's a bit excessive.
True.
I doubt that very much, but
Also, that looked like a shot from Mulan.
Oop.
gosh.
I am totally not being sarcastic at all, Dad.
Yeah, the sarcasm readings on the shirts.
Is this the woman in black?
Where's
This-
Harry?
this-
I mean,
Mm.
No, it's like
What?
I couldn't watch that movie without just seeing Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Harry Potter joke jar stuff by the time I did.
Yes.
Oh, for a second there, I thought
that sexy pose. Fuck me eyes.
Yeah. This is the ferryman played by Norm MacDonald. Ah, this is what it's like during a heat wave. Ominous enough for you?
Is that like a skeleton?
Yep, of a giant fish.
Okay.
so. Is everyone gonna have a Dutch accent here, or
Probably not.
don't ask me? The only Dutch I know is like a couple of days of the week.
Well, there's two particular words from the Dutch language that have been brought up like ours is apartheid and bos, of all things.
I only know 2 words and I cannot pronounce
Oh,
either of
Jesus
them.
Christ! No, not Grandpa. Oh no.
They seem like nice folk.
Is it? Wait. I'm sorry, Joe, but we picked the wrong movie. This is not, Adam's Family 2019.
Just make sure not to drop the soap around anyone here.
Oh, great! They even have a gallows.
Nah. That's actually the bell.
Oh,
Let me guess, it's like a lynching or burning him at the stake or
Yeah.
something.
You'll see.
No.
close. All right.
Execution time!
Jesus.
Yeah, wow, I wasn't far off.
It's Los Illuminados. No, wait,
Jesus.
even worse.
Un forastero!
So, was that the bell? Oh,
You'll see. Take care of yourself, kid. Oh,
Well, he got out for a second, I guess.
going Grafkin.
Oh no.
I guess that now it's a signal of stopping.
Yeah.
you know, WWE did a character like this once. When the bell wasn't rung, the guy was just kind of almost catatonic walking about. But when the bell rings, he becomes a wrestling machine, and it's everybody going ah.
Uh,
That's John Cusack. I recognise that voice.
And Will Sasso.
So we have Judge
Please calm
Justice
down.
Strauss and one of the better Stone Cold Steve Austin impersonators.
Wow.
So much so that there was even a promo with Will Sasso pretending to be Austin, and they were basically making fun of him, but then the real one came and yeah.
Everyone pointed at him and laughed. Yeah. You just pull a Dutch AM card.
Oh boy. Starting to see why a lot of postmen quit here.
Oof. Okay.
That is one big fish.
Oh,
That's a
lovely.
lot of fish.
The battle bell.
Hello. Being relocated, I think.
No, did you see? This was the school of fish, but then she killed the fish in the school.
Oh.
Ho ho.
So, Rashida Jones playing a disgruntled woman. Yeah, that's pretty good for casting. Start fresh.
Not with that attitude.
I just want to wave that.
So here's the postmaster's office.
Pot's office.
Yeah, selling
Wow.
pot. That'll be perfect. They're already gone.
Yeah.
Too late. Well, this could be worse.
Yeah, it could totally be worse.
Yeah, totally.
Wow, maybe this is Resident Evil 4. Just with a postman edition.
Good job this
Ow.
isn't 7.
Oh god. Well, when his father said he wanted to give him a wake-up call, he was not kidding.
He still hasn't quite woken up yet, though.
You're almost there, just like Tiana. I love those little references to all those Disney movies they throw in here.
Right.
Your own personal alarm clock.
That should be an alarm clock.
And there's the
That was a
outhouse.
very aggressive wake-up call.
It's okay, it's just a hop and skip over a fall that may kill you. But at least there's a nice refrigerator. Or storage place.
Yeah. Another thing about the the director of this movie and the co-writer, he also wrote Smallfoot.
Interesting.
Oh.
Or at least was one of the writers of Smallfoot. Or yeah, I think he wrote an unpublished book that the film was based on.
Yeah, part of the problem in a village where everyone hates each other, not much
Someone
letters to be
writes each
given.
other. Hmm.
I bet that.
Dang.
Fucking letters.
With a cannon.
This would be Uncle Vernon's paradise. No.
It's not that simple, kid.
It's a child's drawing, you asshole. Give it back.
Oh, jeez.
Oh dear.
Nice doggies.
uh,
Oh.
Didn't do anything wrong.
Chickens are too dumb to be mean.
Yeah.
oh
Jesus
god.
Christ.
Not much success. Oh wow. Oh?
What's that?
Well,
Might as
obviously
well.
it's a trap, but it's not like he has much of a choice.
Alright, so what have I missed?
Basically, dweebs, our protagonist here, Jesper here, seems to have, well, he tried getting a kid to mail his picture back to himself. Papa didn't take too kindly to that and set the hounds on him. So essentially, let's just say he's down to his last hope. So now he's going to the woodman's cabin. Supposedly a guy who loves visitors, according to the ferryman.
Let me guess, it's
You know what that means?
It's a wind up.
Nah. I mean, it's only the same guy who convinced him to ring the battle bell.
Oh.
Stoic creatures, those reindeer.
Are you sure it's not a simple elk?
Nah.
Interesting thing, at least on our version of Netflix, despite the fact that the creator of this is Spanish, the only other language available on this other than English is Polish.
Really?
You mean in voice or subtitles?
Both.
Okay.
Weird. For us, we have it available in German, English, Spanish, French, Mandarin, and yeah, those are for the audio.
Not even Italian? I'll have to check.
Yeah. When it comes to subtitles, we have Spanish, Simplified Chinese, Traditional Chinese, and French. Oh, and English subtitles, of course.
Yeah, hopefully.
Okay. Just trapped in a dark room with no natural light here. In a place.
Oh God, please help me.
Of a cabin in the woods. You'll totally be fine.
That has been blocked by icicles.
Geppetto's workshop? Is that you?
Well, it's a woodsman, so it should be more connected to Little Red Riding Hood. Oh, jeez.
Oh.
I mean, it is a woodsman after all.
There's always one.
Yeah.
It's like that beat in the first Shrek movie. Welcome to Duloc. Jeez. Dead.
Thankfully, he got out of the way just in time.
Tell me this is Halloween.
Hello?
Oh, roll credits.
But he didn't say anything.
Assume that he is dangerous when he stands over you menacingly, and yeah, stands menacingly like that too.
With an axe.
Hello.
I'm gonna guess he's Santa Claus, but he was fired for something.
I mean, this is an origin story, so
Yeah.
I don't know. God wants you to see this letter. Seriously.
Funny how that works.
'Cause I've got a golden ticket.
Next best thing.
What, silver ticket? Oh.
Oh, it's a child drawing.
Well, you definitely would survive a horror film, I guess.
Somehow.
Oh, jeez.
Complete with thunderclap and everything. Yeah.
Not like I have much of a choice.
Uh-huh. You
You
pretty
will
much
show.
you pretty much
Like
dwarf me. You
compressed.
could snap me like a twig.
Yeah, you will show me, or this beard will be the last thing you ever see.
That's the perfect thing to give to kids.
Yeah, hi kids, have me your uncle's severed head or something.
Sake.
Oh,
Security is never enough.
you could just leave it with a neighbor.
There, now you have no excuse.
He was even gentle enough to just put back the parts together.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh no.
You're about to go up. I love how even the dog's like, wait, what?
Oh no.
If that's Klaus, then he is evil. Da-dum, da-dum.
Why do you need that many locks on your door?
Well,
That
consider.
security is never enough.
I guess so.
Yeah, it's very important.
Just staring at it is enough.
But he's over there.
And it's a toy. Oh.
Aww.
Dancing frog.
Mm-hmm. It acts very much like a real frog. Gotta give him credit on the craftsmanship.
Wait, where's my daddy gone?
Daddy
sure
went
he
off
doesn't
to
care
go
right
deal
now.
with something, that's all.
He really can teleport it. Jesus Christ.
I know, right?
So Santa is Batman?
Sure, why not?
I mean, I guess he has to be, considering what he does.
Also, kid, you're gonna get pneumonia. Get back here. Yeah, that's gonna stop him. Yes, clean up.
See, Jova, they pronounce it Klaus.
Huh, there you go.
What?
How you like
Why
me
this
now?
dog?
Okay, no, it was already bad with neck. Why did it have to be used here?
Oh god.
No, not Grandpa.
That is vaguely weird.
Hey kid.
He's acting like a drug dealer.
Hey kid,
Imagine-
you want a toy?
imagine- Yeah. First, you have to sniff these drugs.
All it just takes is a little bit of a penny. First bit's always free.
Never mind that. What the hell's with this song?
How you like me
They
now?
really are mirroring this like a drug deal. Jesus Christ.
I mean, this sounds like a song that you'd probably hear in a train spotting movie while they're on the drugs.
I guess that's sort of the idea in the sense that, you know, he's kind of a drug dealer of sorts.
Jova, Jova, now you're making me imagine a U-rated train spotting movie.
How is that even possible?
Well, actually, Friendship is Magic parodied it, so it is
No.
possible.
Really?
Yes.
Wait, one
Is
of
there,
the one of,
is there a single franchise that has been touched by being referenced by My Little Pony?
so basically, Siri, what you're saying is one of the biggest cartoons in recent memory this decade parodied some otherwise little known outside of Britain or Scotland Scottish film.
That's MLP for you. They've referenced a lot of stuff.
Specifically, it was the baby on the ceiling scene.
In the first film?
Yeah, I haven't seen the second one. And I don't think the second one was out when that episode came out, so yeah.
Alright, okay.
Yes, director. I saw Avengers: Age of Ultron.
You know what this reminds me of?
Rise of the Guardians.
No, I haven't seen Rise of the Guardians.
Ah.
It's like Home Alone, you know, where you have the guy next door who was built up throughout the movie to be this menacing, scary guy.
But he
But
just
turns
wants,
out
but
he's
he
a
has his
big
reason to be left alone. Yeah.
Last request.
Oh my god. That's like a similar joke they did in SpongeBob.
Oh, it's a bird nest. Cute.
Oh, it's a bunch of them.
This film is morbid.
That's one of the delicate things about this movie. It is not afraid to be morbid while also being upbeat when it needs to be.
Well, it's on Netflix.
Yeah, again, you know, it being on Netflix, the creators had a lot more freedom to do.
I mean, it's a lot of fun.
The wind compels him.
Well, not for the main character, it isn't.
I feel something in the force as it circles the wind around him.
Wait, but Patty? Yeah, I won't make a joke. I'm pretty sure I might have already joked about somebody.
There was something mystical going on behind me, wasn't there?
Yes.
I'll come with you and squish you while you...
Guess the rulebook allowed that.
Yes, let the children play with a toy in the middle of the bear traps.
Oh.
Ooh, an Elling bow.
Huh. Around here, Klaus is rated PG.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty borderline.
Same here. What, borderline in the sense that you feel it would be better off rated G, or that it's bordering on a PG-13 rating?
Oh no.
Jova, I don't speak American age ratings.
Oh.
I have no son.
Children don't care about your parents' arguments.
We have UPG 12, 15, 18.
Roasted orthodox.
This scene feels like Paranorman.
I know, right?
How dare you?
See, this is the thing. As soon as you ask why, everything just falls the fuck apart. They have no idea what to say, and it's great.
Of course.
Oh.
There's nothing more sophisticated than trying to kill each other.
It does
It's
remind
sports,
me.
Joe,
It does remind me of one of the shorts of, I think, Make My Music, where is these skull between two people living on top of two wheels near each other.
Oh god, the great mooning.
Oh. Wow, the wonder Victor
Ever
Crumb
since
got...
ancient times. Jesus Christ.
No wonder Victor Crumb got bewitched in Goblet of Fire.
Oh, so it was an Ellingbow that did it?
Yes.
Possible.
He didn't say anything.
Interesting transition.
To a shark jaw.
No. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, you can't dialogue if he has no dialogue.
Oh.
Good thing these people are good sound sleepers.
Yeah.
Honey, what is this? What screaming and yelling outside?
It sounds like a guy being shot at with our fireworks, but that would be just ridiculous. We're obviously just dreaming. Had a little too much of the eggnog.
I had too much of
Yeah,
eggnog.
there are
You had,
a lot more letters to do.
you had eggnog with liquor.
Isn't eggnog alcohol anyway?
How did he get up there?
The kids.
I don't know.
The kids
I
probably
don't even
put
like
him
eggnog.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How disciplined. Hello, important character.
Who speaks in Sami?
Yeah, and Sami is an action. Which,
Oh.
Poor kid, come on.
hang on, what happened to being in a single line?
Oh,
Wow.
wait. Hold on.
Draw a picture.
Leave
They
me
need to
alone.
learn how to write.
Oh yeah, there's a school.
Uh-huh.
Why is everyone able to teleport in this city?
I guess it's an ability that comes. And you kind of need it in a city where everyone's out to get one another.
No. Damn it. Yeah,
Where
totally.
did you come from?
Again, doesn't he have a job to do?
I think his job is local sass talker. Hey, I'm the one who goes down the chimney at night. Yeah.
So in this universe, Santa is a
Santa is more like a
More
two-man
like
team.
they build the mythos out of what we see. What they happen to. It's not too uncommon to have like a common mythos that popular culture usually have, and have a story they explain. Oh no, it was happening in a more normal fashion when people built up around it.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense that the children are creating the mythos, though.
Yeah. In terms of creating a Santa origin story, this one's actually pretty unique, I'll give it that.
Yeah, I mean there is that Santa Claus movie thing from the 80s that is a bit more, Jesus Christ, a bit more magical and all.
Oh boy.
Yeah, no toys for you.
How about something else instead?
That's some cool.
Cole. It's not even our call, it's his own.
So he essentially got nothing.
Yep.
Ow.
Well, that's one way to fly.
Yeah, and for somehow, Jeff, I don't think there was a lyric in the in Santa Claus Coming to Town where he's making a list, checking it twice. He's gonna sit on the fireplace. Bum is nice.
Yeah.
Also, I like that he ran across a field of snow to get to a pile of snow to get rid of that. He could have just sat on the floor.
Oh yeah.
That's the idea.
Some teaching you are.
Admittedly, the light in her soul has kind of gone out.
Oh no.
Thank you, movie. Yeah,
I might have to actually mute the video.
And Lisa. Come on.
Ah, the joy of education.
Oh, the joy of more chalkboard horror.
Maybe, but not.
A good question for.
Okay, just a bit.
Just a few. We're gonna need something else. I think that's all Moscow, dude. Yeah.
More children! Huh, you have a very weird way of forming your sentences there.
You could take a handful at a time.
No, let's enslave the local wildlife.
So where's
Oof.
Well, Rudolph was never a part of the original team.
Yeah.
so he's one of those late bloomers who just came in and nicked everyone else's popularity.
Pretty much. That's the thing, James. A lot of the classic imagery of Santa Claus that's being used today, it's a conglomeration of stuff that happened because of commercialism.
Wow, what was the original story? If you weren't good, you didn't get caught. You just got murdered.
Well, that's what Krampus is for.
Yeah, I was about to say. Let's just say, James, that next year I might pick a movie that talks about the dark side of Christmas.
Uh-huh.
Man, you're not talking about the movies where Santa is a psychopath that kills people, like that movie with Goldberg.
Nah, Krampus is literally Santa's evil duplicate of
You
sorts.
mean Whoopi Goldberg or Goldberg the
No,
wrestler?
Goldberg the wrestler.
Oh god.
Really? Oh,
Yeah, let's not be
Yeah,
happy.
good call. Yep, they're reindeer.
but one of these, but these reindeer are missing a red nose.
Why would you want a red nose?
Oh,
Oops.
he sees you in your sleep.
Santa Claus. Nice jolly old man or government CIA spook?
This episode of Spooks got weird.
Do it. I dare you.
And I guess he turns his back and he chucks it at him.
Wait, what?
What's
Why
this?
another pop song?
Yeah,
That's what you get when
okay.
you mess
Here's a
with
problem with the.
Postman.
Okay, I found one problem with the movie. These pop songs are really
Yeah,
out
they
of
don't
place.
fit. Yeah,
They
unfortunately.
completely take you out of it, really.
So yeah, only good children get toys.
I mean, imagine if Home Alone, had all of a sudden had bloody, I don't know, Puff Daddy doing the music.
So yeah,
What,
no-
like- they
what
could've
if
just left
Aquaman
that
had a
scene as
remix
it
of
was.
Africa by Toto? Always.
Oh, and a crap one at that.
so yeah,
Made
now
by Pitbull. Go
so
on,
now
go,
the
go.
kids are going to be nice to each other in order to get presents.
And since they also learn how to write, they know what to do. Whoop.
You know, it's funny you mentioned Paranorman, Troy. Yeah, some of the character design does look like stuff from Paranorman.
Oh, it's not that clarinet, I think. Oh, it is actually.
Wow, Squidward got great on the clarinet. Yeah, no war
There we go.
across the road.
How many bodies do you have to dispose every day?
Good question. Might as well clear the place of all the axes and weapons.
Where are you gonna put?
Yeah. Yay, halfway through.
Halfway there.
Oh, let me guess. He gets to 5,999, but he misses it out, and his dad, being the prick that he is, cuts him off.
Oh, look at that, a playground.
Not the chicken. Oh,
Ah.
She could have dropped the cake, you know.
yeah, this doesn't please us.
Yeah, and now
Oh,
they,
yeah.
but they hate the postman because
Not just that, why trust the postman?
I mean, why did they even hate?
Well,
I guess the idea is that ever since he arrived, things changed. So there's that.
and as you recall, up until this time, a postman was never needed because the town hated each other. However, from him, the town has started to become more cordial with each other. Hey, I'll have you know as a kid, I was never in it for just the toys. Though I did act extra good. Anyway, they're trying to kill them now.
I thought you were going to send him a message, not try to kill him.
It's the
So again, why are they trying to kill him?
See, now it's more practical.
Oh boy. I believe I can fly.
Of course, we see them in that place and they think that he's able to fly. Of course.
That's not flying. That's falling with style.
Could have been worse.
Perfect landing.
Also, reindeer's ass. What the hell?
So, so basically, what happened is, Tenzin suddenly decided he hated his family and left to become this guy. That'd be some ending.
Imagine if J. Jonah Jameson retired and became this guy.
Guy to market that shit.
No.
Oh. What? No more toys.
He's run out of toys.
Running a bit low on inventory. Oh! There you go.
Yeah, I'm totally not excited.
Could have just used about 3,000 more. But hey, what you gonna do?
Oh, hello. Oh. Oh.
By the way, talking to you has been great therapy.
Now, please leave me alone.
It's not been great for her.
Come
But
on,
again,
you're
yes.
a wrestler. You should know how this is supposed to go, Will.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not the book club.
This joy, it burns.
Hang on, Justice Strauss. I thought Klaus Bogler meant a lot to you. Now you're gonna. Oh no, sorry, wrong series.
How funny that she's in two things revolving around a character called Klaus.
And both are on Netflix.
Huh.
Of course.
Right.
Why do you all suck so much?
Mine? Who do you think you are? The birds are Finding Nemo.
Yeah, Ellingbo's daughter tends to just say mine.
It's like the bell tower in the crossover. It's a trigger.
I know, right? Oh my god, how cool would the crossover have been if that's what happened every time the bell was rung?
Real. Oh my god, it's
the postman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is where you can make the Daily Bugle from now on, Mr. Jameson.
Wait, what? What kind of a name is
no,
that?
Oh no, wait, sorry. This is where you can practice your airbending, Mr. Tenzin.
Wait, what?
Or
No wait. This is where you can practice your jazz ensemble.
Or where you can actually be able to be a police commissioner, Commissioner Gordon.
Aww.
Not anymore. Was that we have a PTSD accident and it doesn't make you make more toys?
Well, a toy killed my best friend.
I told you, no, you prick.
What? Oh.
Cat's out of the bag now.
Yeah.
Think about
he
J.K.
told you
Simmons.
no repeatedly.
He can be
Yeah,
pretty scary when he's angry.
Yeah, if J.K. Simmons yells at you, you need to pay attention.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't really get all this.
Don't worry, all will become clear later.
Well, I guess he has a dead wife, that's for sure.
Well, think about it. What about Mrs. Claus?
Oh.
Oh.
She left
Kid,
him.
you can't just stay there and look cute. You need to do something more.
She left him for that guy out of Fred Claus.
Oh, God. Are you a Disney princess?
Okay, how does she understand English but speak it?
She sees his art.
Uh,
Maybe she can understand vaguely,
Yeah,
but just
see,
can't
Dreams, even
say
he
it.
acknowledges that.
Yeah.
It's like the people who can read text in another language but wouldn't be able to have a conversation for the like of them in said language.
Yeah, this creature.
This.
Hmm.
pop song.
I feel this one works out a bit better. This one was actually made for the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Postman one was made for it too.
Hang on, if it's the Postman, where's Kevin Costner?
Wrong Postman.
Wasn't there a film
Sorry,
with
no,
Mel-
sorry, that was an Italian. I mean, Il Pastino.
Same, yeah. Wasn't Mel Gibson's job in the Patriot being a postman before the war?
I don't remember.
Mm-hmm. Me neither.
And I've been sat here for the past 4 days. I haven't even been to the toilet.
Okay, I appreciate the tone that it's a bit more in tune, but this is one of those Phil Collins like songs that tells you what you're supposed to feel.
Yeah, she might as well be singing B-side.
Like you may reserve that for the credits. That would be nice, I guess. Oh, he tried.
Has there been films that parody, using these kinds of songs incorrectly?
Oh,
To the
all
point where
the
it just feels like they
time.
come
I'm
off.
pretty sure Shrek has done it at least once.
And like basically both Simpsons and Family
There you
Guy
go.
have pretty
He's
much
doing
parodied
it, but
Randy
he has to
Newman.
learn. Yeah,
Don't say anything.
concentration.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you don't concentrate, you can end up cutting your or his finger off.
So this one's gonna be a bit of a long distance package. Ooh, a whale of a tail.
Now be happy and optimistic.
The
Okay,
song is telling you to.
movie, I get it. It's what he was sad, but now he's trying
I
to
appreciate
improve.
it's
You
at
don't
least in
need
the
the bloody song.
I also appreciate it's in the background and not the character stopping the movie for having a musical number, but still,
Oh yeah.
could have been better too.
I don't even think Spirit, had it with the Bryan Adams songs.
I don't remember.
Actually, wasn't that one of our complaints about Spirit?
Again, I don't remember. It's been a while.
A while.
Mama, Papa, look! A complete stranger left a sled for me that's just my size!
Oh.
I think what also helps is that they work in, some actual ambient music with the song too, which I guess keeps it from being as standoutish as like Phil Collins' stuff.
I don't know. At least those Phil Collins songs are somewhat memorable. The songs like this will probably just go in here and out.
Although you gotta admit to him, he went a little too far on Brother Bear.
Honestly, Joe,
Brothers Bear is the most.
Not just that.
honestly,
Joe,
Joe, I barely even remember.
Well, basically, Dweebs, we literally sing over the fact that our main character admits to the side character that he killed his mother, talked over in song.
Well, the Phil Collins thing. He killed his mother.
That is well, Ab. Wow, being nice to people feels good.
So what is this Goldilocks and the Three Bears? Too big, too small. Oh, just right.
Before Spider-Man came in and ruined my life.
Totally.
Hang on, Ted, your wife had a different name.
We've only really heard her... Oh, God.
Yeah, they wanted to build a family. That's. Yeah, also it definitely looks like Patra in that shot. The beard.
Ha! Hey, kids! You want to know why Santa Claus started making toys?
He had delusions of making a family. Oh.
Happy, happy, joy, joy, eh?
Oh.
Ooh.
So what happened? Did he not get the talk when he was younger?
No, she got sick and died.
And
I
became
meant,
the
I meant earlier before she got sick.
Infertility is a thing, you know.
Yeah.
Did they say that in that little thing they
No.
said earlier though?
Babes, I'm pretty
Okay.
sure. I'm pretty sure for this setting they don't even know, and they just blame it for the accident that happened.
What I'm saying is that you remind me of my dead wife, but in a good way.
Yeah. Okay, I admit how I was reacting
Yeah, I
spoken
can't
to you at
wait for the
first.
jig to be up so we can have convenient misunderstanding.
No, I admit it was. I didn't exactly give you the good first impression.
Yeah. Heck, maybe we could do it so that the entire world will get presents someday.
Oh boy, don't you know how much I love these plots?
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me guess. He's not gonna tell them to all. Later on, and he gets pissed and tells them to go away.
How
Pretty
this
much.
movie pulls it off may surprise you.
Yeah, pretty soon you'll have your own fingers bitten off so you can learn the song in real time.
Yay!
No homework for the holidays. That's generous.
I'll
Yeah.
say. She's dead now.
She's dead to me.
Yeah, someone like you. Yeah.
Seriously, regardless of his intentions, this guy deserves a freaking Nobel Peace Prize for bringing peace to one of the most violent and vile cities you could ever imagine. Just look at it now.
So when's the chaos going to start?
Aw, bless their hearts.
You see, it once Mrs. Christmas. This is how you use a religious song without looking awkward.
Yeah. Aw, they even respect the postman. And a crumb dating an Ellenbow.
How adorable.
Aw, they decorated the giant
bowl.
fish.
It's a better looking Christmas tree than some of the others Britain's got this year.
Is that a piano? Oh, it's on its table. Oh, hello.
You've come to repossess your home. I mean,
I don't know. I don't know them.
It's a nice operation we got going here.
With blueprints.
yeah. Hi to you too. I can check if this film is a TV page.
Just make sure
Probably.
not to spoil yourself.
I can kind of tell where this plot's going, but sure. I mean, even then, Jovi will have the blocked out by default.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's like the family you always wanted.
Aww.
Well, apparently fans of this film also get along with fans of Green Eggs and Ham.
Yeah.
Are they made by the same companies, or is it
No,
just that
but
they're both
Netflix.
Netflix stuff?
Yeah, it's another problem. Netflix greenlit recently, and it received positively.
And The Emperor's New Groove.
Well,
Surprisingly.
yeah,
Well,
I can
remember,
see
babes,
why.
they are still practically identical.
And this
However,
is
it's
made by...
also
Hmm?
however, it's also had a bit of a rivalry with fans of Frozen 2.
As the bona fide Christmas movie, I'm gonna be quite honest, Frozen 2 is lacking.
I'm not sure if I had to compete. These two have to compete, honestly.
I still haven't
yeah,
seen the movie yet.
They're actually different in themes and all. I'm not sure. They
Yeah.
don't really even release in the same period,
I
honestly.
will, I'll say this. Why I don't care so much for Frozen 2, these two do not really need to compete. I think the only thing that compares them is that they're the winter films of a year, and that's it.
Another winter-themed animated
Oh,
family film
no.
set in Northern Europe.
Oh, hey, it's his dad!
Okay.
Huh.
Hmm. But can you two just shut up? It's a personal conversation
Yeah,
between
no
him
one
and his
asked
father.
you. Go away.
Oops!
Yeah.
They're
probably not
very, very awkward goodbyes.
God, yeah, I can figure it was going this way. Okay, this is another thing that really pisses me off about plots like this. It's like everyone in this whole town is under the impression that the act of changing your mind doesn't exist.
Well, okay, I get it, and I do agree, but I think in the case of this movie, considering how the town has been up until basically halfway through this movie, can you really blame them for thinking that way? Everyone around them's an asshole.
Not
I will
only
say
that,
this. I will also say this. At least the little girl was not on the whole thing. She looked like she positively was still believing in him.
not only
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
but there also was some precedent for this, considering how Jasper was all about how everyone's in it for something here and there, and how Klaus here didn't believe that at first, but then here it turns out he did do this all along. Even if he has changed his mind, I can see why that would rub someone the wrong way, since to them it wouldn't feel that genuine. And at least it's not the entire town, thank Christ. And look at that! Now the Darklit Way isn't towards Smearensburg, but now it's away from Smearensburg.
Yeah, shut up.
I swear the
Sorry.
guy who voices the sailor is familiar.
Like I said, he's Norm MacDonald.
These kind of roles must be his forte.
Sounds like it. Let's see. Norm MacDonald. He was on Saturday Night Live, of course.
Huh.
The Drew Carey Show, News Radio. Let's see his filmography. Oh, he was in Billy Madison as Frank. Oh, that's where I definitely recognize his voice from. He was also on Dr. Dolittle as Lucky, Man on the Moon, Dr. Dolittle 2, Dr. Dolittle 3, Dr.
Aw.
Dolittle Tale to the Chief. Hmm.
They actually did get a what's that language name
Aw.
again? Sami.
Huh?
What was the language name again?
Sami.
Sami. Yeah, they actually did get a kid who actually spoke Sami.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
Aw, that's a nice capping off to his character arc.
Could have been better if we actually saw it instead of you telling that.
I guess it was to sort of build up to the surprise that, oh, look, he's still there. Rest in peace, the silk sheets. Aw, someone's going caroling. Okay, maybe not.
I think it's an angry mob.
Now burn everything.
Hmm. Wrong festivity.
Is it? Yeah, because it's funny because Justice Strauss likes the children. This one, the character hates them.
It's not so much she
Also-
hates them, she hates Ellingbow children.
Also, aside from the one bully kid, the kids didn't actually hate each other, ever.
It was the adults that did that.
Awkward.
God, we were supposed to have this epic climax and everything, and now this is just embarrassing!
Oh.
No.
No, the poor kid.
There's no way you're gonna fit on that.
She'll find a way, dang it.
Can we not do this right now?
Now's not the time, you arsehole.
Now's not the time for a domestic.
You got torches, why don't you burn them?
Boop.
Well, it's effective. I didn't.
Yeah.
Jesus. Someone had some strong genes in the gene pool.
Oops. Oh dear. Don't worry, I've got you.
Seriously.
I hope that cliff's strong enough for them both.
I know, right?
Don't worry, we'll use the radio. Oh shit.
Well, that guy says it's going to be run down a bit.
Ow.
Mm.
And what happened? Well, in Hootown, they say, Jesper's heart grew 3 sizes that day.
And his arms stretched 3 meters a day too. In other news, there was a weird rainfall of presents early on in the day. It hit many people's heads and sent them to the hospital.
And it sucks!
Well, no one's rung the bell.
Yeah. That's why I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
Yeah. See?
Like this? Are you using this shipping as...
Yeah, the shipping
It's the
is a
power
plot
of
point.
shipping.
Aw, she finally found something she can keep.
Oops. So a log you can put in the fireplace.
Not necessarily.
Here, have a hat.
He got to prove that he actually did care.
What are we going to do for the next 12 minutes?
Deliver the presents.
That's it.
Well, what
Oh,
else
you
is
mean
there?
that. You'll see.
Stop the town being ripped apart because they're not on the truce anymore.
Yeah, most of the town were pretty much on board with that.
I meant all their elders.
Oh, you'll see.
plot twist. We got the bags mixed up.
Gotta say, Santa, it's gonna be really tough when we get to the generation with PS4s and Xbox Ones that kids start asking for.
Oh, don't worry, I'm pretty sure we won't be getting many requests for that.
Aww.
Oh.
Yay.
And now the inner family has no choice but to be
Oh,
unified.
Of course. Yay.
Shut
Yeah.
up.
Of course.
Yeah, he's definitely Cusco.
Get a job. Real one.
Yeah, we're not going to make any more realist jokes. They've already been done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh.
You retired?
From life.
Wow. Oh, yeah.
Just more adding and sleep.
It's like the ending for Journey now.
You know what
Yeah.
this is like? This is like Oogway's death in Kung Fu Panda.
Spoilers, Jova.
Dreams, that movie's super old.
I haven't seen it.
Me neither, but I don't care.
I do.
It was
Hey,
2008.
Aerith is also dead. Be quiet.
It's airy for Shiri.
Also, Vader is Luke's father.
Guys, using examples older than that isn't exactly.
It was Santa Claus led.
Basically, I like to consider this how Santa became a guardian in Rise of the Guardians.
The way it looked like here, it looked like he was snapped out of existence.
But turned
Just
into
with
snow.
just with snow instead of sand.
Also, yeah, the Sami girl grew up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, he got rid of that mustache because of
Do we know what his dad had to say about all this?
Oh, well, that he was proud of him?
yeah.
Wait,
the
or do you
last
mean the
thing
whole
we haven't-
marrying?
Anything since he
Yeah,
left
basically
to
anything
initially
since
take
that
his
last
son.
conversation.
What happened? Did the father just die unaware of what happened to
Well,
his
he
son?
kept the operations where basically in the big city. I take.
Excuse me,
but-
sir, but we can't seem to find your son anywhere.
I guess a nicer way to have it was having him receiving actual letters from his father, like showcasing him.
Here we go.
I guess God has decided to make Klaus as a spirit.
Yeah, that's like I said. That's how he became a guardian in Rise of the Guardians.
Interesting prequel choices. Alright.
Even though, by all accounts, the son doesn't really have anything to do with.
See, we're using the song for the credits. That was
Is there an
fantastic.
after credits or mid credit thing?
Let me
I don't
check.
think so.
Regardless, final thoughts in the meantime. Who wants to start?
Joy?
Oh, okay. This was actually a heck of a lot of fun and a very interesting way to tell this story.
Yeah.
Honestly, the only thing I didn't like about there's a couple of things, but one of them is more of a nitpick. The first one being a lot of the songs not fitting at all.
Hmm.
And the other one would be these two ending up together at the end. They didn't really interact all that much.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a connection that was clearly there, but I don't think they interacted enough for there to actually be anything.
Yeah, I definitely would say that's one of the limitations of this being an indie film.
It feels as if that line that Jasper says, "Of course she loves me," is more of reassuring the viewer than anything.
I've checked. There's no post credit scene.
All right. I guess an implication that, they were getting feelings for each other in place of them getting together would have been better.
Hmm.
But yeah, I don't think any of that was on screen long enough for it to actually make sense to me. But yeah, like I said, that one's probably more of a nitpick on my part. Aside from that, this was I love all the characters. They could have done away with all the pop songs because the music they had there was fine anyway.
Mm-hmm.
The song that's playing right now, the one they made for the movie, like that one works because it was made for the movie, but yeah, it does tell you how to feel, basically. And it also feels like what a lot of people would call Oscar bait.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah. But anyway. It fits its purpose as a song, I guess, but yeah, that's basically
Works
it.
better as a credit song.
Yeah. I like yeah, I pretty much like all of the characters except for the council, I guess we're calling
The
them.
older generation inner
Yeah, they're
families.
just
Yeah, there's
stubborn.
yeah.
Of course, they get their
Like, even-
comeuppance.
Like-
I'd argue not really, Joe. I was going to say before my final thoughts, but there's one thing that they have it is that the elders now, will just have to deal with things.
Pretty much.
Okay, I'll save it. It's an extended thought for my final thoughts.
Okay.
Yeah, proper punishment would have probably worked better because, they weren't just stubborn, they actually resorted to trying to kill people. So, yeah.
Honestly, there's even a good setup, like during the climax. Have them be so obsessed in trying to get the toys that they accidentally fall off the cliff. Easy enough. In this,
Dang.
you have to.
They kill each other in their own stubbornness or something. But yeah, this was actually a nice surprise for a Christmas movie because I had no expectations whatsoever. I hadn't even heard of this movie until this week, so yeah. This aside from a couple of missing pieces, this was actually a really good Christmas movie and a good movie in general, I'd say.
Mm-hmm. I'm surprised you haven't heard of this because this movie's been like the talk of town since its release.
No, I hadn't. When did it come out?
Recently, very recently. I think
it's this year?
In November, I believe.
Okay.
Saber
If you're
Spark even
interested,
did a video
yeah, if
on
you're
it.
interested, Saber Spark did a review of it. I guess I can agree a bit more with Pedro now that I saw it. Saber Spark got a bit too invested, I'll just say right. But he's still on the right track for many things.
Mm-hmm.
Give it a watch if you want.
Sure. Well, I watch his videos occasionally anyway. Yeah, because okay, since this is also quite recent, a lot of the talk I've seen has been about Green Eggs in Ham.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen that either, but that's probably why I hadn't seen anybody talking about this, because in terms of Netflix stuff, that's all I've seen people talk about at the moment.
Ah.
But yeah, this was I really like this one. Who's next?
Please.
Next. it's all right. It's all done very well. I think the main problem is, other than the pop song feeling out of place, is that I've already seen this kind of plot done millions of times before, and it's a plot I don't even really like in the first place.
You're referring to the live revealed section, I'm guessing.
Yeah, there's all that crap, and again the whole oh I feel used. Like, dude, you're in a bloody chase scene fleeing for your lives, you asshole. I mean, hell, even the ones who were being lied to were kind of being a bit too dickish, I felt. Ugh. Um, and it does kind of feel like it ends a bit abruptly as well. It ends
Only
with like
memory
eight.
of Mary Lasher.
Oh, right, yeah, this film was also dedicated to Mary Lester. She was someone who helped out on this film. Yeah, she actually helped out in the making of Lion King and Beauty and the Beast. And she also helped in the making of this film, too.
Can I continue?
Go on.
And yeah, the whole film ending with like 8 minutes left. I swear it were like it felt like it had to stop there because they ran out of time, even though they had 8 minutes left.
Admittedly, some of those 8 minutes left are the multiple languages of credits that an every Netflix movie gives. But
I'm surprised they didn't make it part. I'm surprised they didn't make it part of the credits themselves, to like separate bits at the end.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit of a weird policy Netflix has.
In terms of the length, I definitely do see. I chalk that up to like the limitations of an indie film, which unfortunately is a thing.
I don't know. I mean, at times I get the feeling that part of the positive reception this film got is because people didn't expect good Netflix made movies, considering the reputations of 98% of them.
I wouldn't say that's the case, but I guess you could say that it may be like some of it.
Well, as I said, I mean, the plot's kind of cliche, I think. That's the main. It's a really cliche plot, and it's again, like I said, it's not even a plot I really like that, so that's why it aggravated me a bit.
I mean, I would agree, but like for me personally, I think as long as the journey is enjoyable, then I'll take it. It's kind of like Detective Pikachu. You can read that plot like very quickly.
I enjoy
but it was a
Detective
fun
Pikachu.
movie. Yeah,
I enjoy
really
Detective
fun
Pikachu a
movie,
bit
so.
more than this one.
But I think I see what Shuri means.
That
it's
one
like...
didn't have this particular plot point, no, which I know you don't like. So, yeah, but yeah, go ahead.
So yeah, that's it. It's fine. Probably the least positive out of it out of all you guys. Oh, they are.
All right.
Is next.
I'll go next. Yeah, this is nice. Let me start with the most obvious things. The animation technique, it's even better than what I saw in the snippets of it.
I'm not sure what the budget for this film is, actually.
It had a theatrical release just so that Netflix can actually candidate it for an Oscar, but let me check.
Its budget was $40 million.
I guess with this kind of animation, it's kind of modest, this kind of budget.
I think they might have done a different technique.
Again. Like I said, I think that budget
remember,
may be part
even
of
if it's colored digitally, every single frame is still drawn by hand. That means 24 pieces of drawn per second for this project. It's kind of insane when you get down to it.
The budget was $40 million. That may probably, again, like I said before, that probably contributes to why this movie may feel a bit short, because, with $40 million, there's always so much you can do, especially with animation of this caliber.
The length in itself, to me, is fine. It's just the final part in general feels a tad rushed, more like in a sense that they had the idea of the points where they wanted to make, but either they ran out of time or of budget potentially, and they decided to short things out. Like, for example, It's kind of weird the fact that only the father comes to check on his son before the climax without no one else. You think it would come also the surgeon drill, for example, as an escort, but no. It seems just convenient enough to create that contrast, which I'm not a fan either. Again, more in a sense that. From what I seem to have noticed, animated movies seem to have at least halted at worst, or at least outright stopped using that. And I thought it's kind of parallel to this movie actually. Movies have stopped doing the whole real thing, but when this did it for the sake of having a conflict nearing the 2/3 mark. And mind you, at the end of the day, it doesn't really serve any purpose. It only serves for Jasper to say that now his father says that he loved him and that he can come back at the moment. And even for the purpose of the climax, it reveals to be a bit for naught because the sack with the toys was just a decoy. Hold on, Waves, I'm getting somewhere. And like I said, it also gives a good opportunity to teach basically have the villain fall from their own lesson, but instead no, it just doesn't happen. It's kind of dropped like that, and they just have to accept things.
The dad just vanishes.
Well, that just goes back to where it was. Again, I think it would have certainly helped if in the ending, one of the throwaway lines was like, where Jasper says, "Oh, my father still writes me and asks me how I'm going with my business." Stuff like that.
Yeah, his dad had to go back to his own planet.
And died on the way.
Oh, God.
But no, instead, let me just say this, because honestly, those are only I know that unfortunately are strong points, negative, but those are pretty much the only things I didn't like. As for an origin story for Santa Claus, it's fairly unique. I kind of like the idea of how they created the mythos in a sense of people started believing things even though they were not happening, and people just roll with it. And I guess at the end of the day, God had a sense of humor and decided to make Claus exactly what the children thought it was like.
Yeah. But he'll only come once a year now, as opposed to all across the year.
Let me also say this: compared to Swan Princess Christmas we had the other day, this is a movie that has a small religious subtext, but in a much more smoother way. It's more elegant, not intrusive, not pandering. It's just there for the purpose of helping the plot, as it should be. So I applaud the writers to actually incorporate it in a more, elegant way. I will say this: Jasper as the protagonist still feels a lot unlikable. I know that that's the idea behind it, like Cusco. But I do feel that his transition towards, being a good person is more abrupt. For a good chunk, he still remains the jerk, even though to the point where another character has to pull him and says, "Look, you actually did a good thing." I guess it could have been handled a bit better, but I don't know. As for the voice acting, everything is pretty much spot on. But as a curiosity, I checked the Italian voice actors. I know everyone, but the one that sticks out the most is that they hired a singer to voice Jasper.
Wow.
I will definitely have to check out the Italian dub at some point. But no, this was nice. Could have been worked better, but considering this movie was in development hell and Netflix literally rescued it from becoming another Thief and the Cobbler, I'd say it could have been potentially be even worse. So I'd say that for Mr. Give me here, Mr. The animator, sorry, Mr. Sergio Pablos. I think it's a good place to start. I want to see more products like this, even still with the brand of Netflix. If Netflix becomes a good home for this person to animate other movies or a TV series, I'm perfectly down with it. However, have this being the first step in a sense of, yes, it had its ups and downs, but it's still good for putting the basis together. I just hope that whatever this animator does next will have a bit more control over those particular kinks that his plot had. Next.
Okay, that leaves me. Okay, I'll say right here. Yeah, I was definitely one of the people who loved this when I saw it. Now, I will say this, it definitely feels like a budgeted movie, but not in the bad sense. To me, it feels like a budgeted movie in the sense that it's a movie that has time constraints and definitely had a lot of development hell to deal with, but ends up coming out to be a rather noble project and one that doesn't have to be a failure. It's really a good one, albeit budgeted, in the sense where it does feel like they had to cut a few corners by cutting out certain points of the film, like, you can really feel like the very animation budget being pushed because, like, this animation is something pretty stellar here and there, and for a movie of only 40 million bucks, unfortunately that's not always the most, especially considering all the frames and probably deleted scenes there must have been. So yeah, okay, I'll get all the stuff I don't really care for. Yeah, the whole lie revealed stuff, I thank my lucky stars that they got it out of the way relatively quickly. But also, I do kind of wish that we could have gotten to actually see that moment between him and his dad. Like, okay, I get it. You want to build up the surprise of is he there or is he not? It turns out he is there. Except maybe you could have had him talking with his dad while over the narration or whatnot. It's not the worst thing, but again, I get it. Maybe they had to save on the animation budget here or there. Also, yeah, I do agree the ending does feel a bit abrupt. Like, it's just, oh, poor Klaus died. Isn't he vanished? Again, I'm willing to believe that this is the perfect prequel movie for Rise of the Guardians. It's pretty much the same design, and we'll just say that he eventually took on an accent. I mean, heck, he even dresses more like the zombie people in the Rise of the Guardians when you get down to it. Funny how that works out. I feel, honestly, as far as protagonists go, that Jesper's transition, I feel that it works out well enough. Could he have maybe have gotten a bit out of the gutter a bit sooner? I think, but honestly, for the most part, I'm glad with the result here and there. I feel like every character arc was able to be wrapped up in a bow here and there. I guess I wouldn't agree with the Olders dying or whatnot, but I guess I can see how their comeuppance may be seen as a little bit too light on them, as in, oh, now they'll have to deal with it. But I guess in a way, I guess that works for me, if only because it shows to them that their ways are officially dead. And
That's
now
the thing, sorry, Con.
and now they will have to forever live with that. Like, I guess for me, that feels like a much better defeat, but it might just be my point of view.
That's the thing, Jova. They never show at any point, even at the very end, any sign of understanding or, redemption. And I'm sorry, bad people do require a punishment in my book.
Same.
Yeah, I can see where you guys are coming from on that. I guess it's just one being where our points of view differ. Alas.
Sure.
I actually didn't mind the songs. I actually felt that in the case of That's What You Get When You Mess With the Postman, like that was... I felt that helped the humor, honestly, more than anything. And I actually did like the song Invisible and how it got fitted into the movie overall. Like Sherry said, I pretty much like all the characters here. Like, they're well and fleshed out here and there. Pretty much all brimming with character. Definitely helped by the animation as well. I think one of the things I liked best was the transition of the townsfolk from being this violent race of folk to being, more peace-loving and kind to each other. That was definitely a transition that I feel definitely worked out great here and there. And I liked how it was never really at risk. Like, I liked how, thank goodness, when they did the whole hour reveal thing, that they didn't have the entire town see it. Like, I was so afraid that's what they were going to do and have the whole town divulge into violence and everything. I'm glad they did not do that. What else can I talk about? Overall, though, I'd say that this is definitely a very quintessential Christmas movie. Does it have its faults? Absolutely. But, like any present, I feel that when we open it up, there's a lot more good than bad, and even still, it's a valiant effort that, thank goodness, I don't just have to say, well, at least they tried. I can say, no, they tried, and they succeeded. And like Tio, I really hope that this gives
Mr. Sergio something.
Sergio Pablos Sorry, just wanted to make sure I pronounced the name right. Sergio Pablos here. All the more opportunity to make projects like this because, I get the feeling that he wanted to get away from the more corporate side of things after designing Despicable Me and Smallfoot. I wouldn't blame him. And this definitely does feel like a passion project and one I can get behind. Like, if we could see more things with this animation, or heck, something even better, sign me up. Well, as long as, of course, the writing is good as well. Like, that's an important thing we must stress. Just because something is good animation doesn't make it good, it has to have good writing with it too. And I feel that this movie checks off all those boxes on the list. And I checked it twice.
But we're not going to tell you the specifics of those lists because it's private.
Yeah. So, guys, Merry Christmas! It's been quite a host of commentaries. We've seen some of the worst of Christmas horror. Thank you so much, Shiroi, for that.
You're going on the naughty
story
list.
of a donkey
Hey,
that...
I wasn't the only one, okay?
Yeah, true, but it was probably the worst of the Christmas picks. I mean, unless you hated
Swamp. A better one next year.
Oh yeah, I know you will. Because otherwise, I'll let Dwibs list on you.
All I have to do is get a train.
Of course, I'll get you the train ticket myself. Anyway, so we saw that. We saw the story of a donkey that carried Christ to Bethlehem, and no, it was not the star, thank Christ. Then after that, we saw a Swan Princess story.
The best revival ever.
Which, okay, let's be quite honest, that one mixed in the songs way worse than this movie.
Then we saw the chronicles of Gotham, the bats, the penguin, and the cat.
Yeah, and all its bittersweet glory. And then, of course, we saw the gloriness of Into the Spider-Verse, which was totally a Christmas film because of that Christmas song. Shut up.
And it came out in December.
Yeah,
they made a fucking album.
So, yeah. So, folks, we hope you enjoyed our Christmas commentaries. And...
What do I do with the sleigh?
Oh,
put in the garage for next year. I don't know.
But Pedro still hasn't come yet.
What? Do you want to go rescue him, or do you want to go paint the sleigh for Valentine's Day?
But Tio already ordered him over Amazon. He should be coming in the next year.
Okay, then. Yeah, in the next decade, too.
All right.
Yeah. So we'll see you next year for our next round of Christmas picks.
See you for the happy holidays and a happy new year.
See ya.
Sure.